Well, staying on the sports theme, the Paralympic flame begins its journey to Paris as 24 British torchbearers head through the Channel Tunnel, handing the symbolic torch to 24 French Paralympians in Calais.
More than 4,000 athletes will take part across 22 sports, and among them will be seven-time Paralympic champion racer Hannah Cockroft, who's hoping to add to her vast medal collection. I'm pleased to say she joins us now from Paris. Good morning, Hannah.
Good morning.
Not long to go. How are you feeling? How are preparations going?
Yeah, you got my heart beating a little bit then when you said that. Preparations are going really well, though. I've had a pretty good year. I became world champion again this year, which is a great place to start. So I feel good. I think at the moment, like you say, we're here in Paris on the preparation camp, and the atmosphere is really relaxed. It's nice to be around the team, and yeah, we're just having a great time. So I think once we move into the village, those nerves might start kicking a bit more.
Yeah, nerves and also the pressure, because you are unbeaten still at a Paralympic Games since first competing at London 2012. How do you cope with that level of pressure?
Well, I try not to think about it.
Oh, sorry, I haven't helped, have I? Sorry, Hannah.
I'm joking. You know what? I think pressure is a privilege. You know, it means that people believe in you. It means that people know that you work hard and think that you can go out there and do well. And I think I can do that too. So I want to do myself proud. I want to do everyone who's supported me over the last 3 years and over the whole career proud. And it's getting harder every Paralympic Games. More girls are coming in. This is the first time I'll have heats for the 100 metres since London 2012. So it's incredible to see the numbers from my class creeping back up and seeing more and more girls getting the opportunity to try my sport. And hopefully some small part of that is down to me and down to the races that they can see on their screens. So yeah, it is pressure, but you've just got to get out there and do your job, and hopefully I'm still all right at it.
and Hannah, I mean, your first Olympics was London 2012. If we think back to that, the tagline, the motto for that was "Inspire a Generation." It's something that you've taken very seriously, to the extent you want to get kids in schools, kids with disabilities, more involved in sport. There's a Channel 4 documentary you've worked on. We're just going to have a little look at a flavour of that. The documentary is called Equal Play. Here it is.
If you want to do sports, you got to fight for it.
75% of disabled kids not doing physical exercise within school. That's a big number.
OK, I'm in a wheelchair. Why should I be treated differently?
When you remove a child out of PE, you're removing their right to the full range of the education curriculum.
I love boxing because it makes me feel good, you know.
I feel really happy.
You can change a child's life doing that.
And Hannah, if there's a school kid out there watching this morning, maybe several, thinking, I want to be the next Hannah Cockroft, what's your advice to them and to their school?
I think my advice is just grab every opportunity. That's what I did. I was one of the children in that documentary. I was the kid that sat and watched PE at school, and look where I am now. So anything's possible. Just have your dream and go for it. And I think just for any PE teachers watching, I know it's hard. I know it's incredibly difficult to make exceptions for one child, but sport is the most inclusive thing in the world. It's the easiest thing to adapt. So honestly, reach out to your local Paralympian. They want to help. You know, we want to see and we want to inspire as many children and as many people as possible to get active. It really can change someone's life, because it's changed mine tenfold. So yeah, just think outside the box, because everything really is possible.
And you've achieved all that you've achieved, having not really had access to sport until secondary school. How early do you think that access needs to begin?
I would love to know what I could have done had I had that access at primary school. You know, we see my teammate, Carrie Denigan, she found sport when she was 11. She started wheelchair racing because she saw London 2012. And she was at her first Paralympic Games at 15 years old. I found wheelchair racing when I was 15, so I was a whole 4 years later than that. And it just goes to show you kind of miss those years, and it's a whole 4 years of not just opportunity like this, but sport teaches us so much. It teaches us communication, it teaches us how to make friends, teamwork. They're all skills that if you miss out on those early years of sport, you miss out on those skills. So I had a lot of catching up to do, and a lot of disabled kids in our country too.
And it seems like such a basic right, equal access to sport at school for all children. One of the things mentioned in your documentary, which was quite shocking, I thought, was that a UK government advisor on PE for disabled children mentioned that often it's not just a case of not being involved, but sometimes children are told to leave the sports space.
Yeah, so Tammy, who you'll see on the film, actually gets taken out of her PE lessons to make a sandwich. So she doesn't even get to be part of the PE lesson. For me, you know, I was still involved. I was sat on the side. I was keeping score. So I was still kind of part of my class. Whereas, yeah, some children are being completely removed from the sporting atmosphere, the sporting environment, and being taken to somewhere completely different, which is just crazy.
Yeah, it's just really heartbreaking, isn't it? That shouldn't happen. Kids should not be put in that situation. But thank you so much for speaking to us, Hannah. Always great to talk to you, and best of luck for, well, very soon. I'm not going to unnerve you by mentioning how soon it is. Thank you, Hannah.